More people will be cranking their furnaces as the temperatures drop and the snow starts to fly. Coming up here right about midnight. Don Paul, of course, tracking the very latest. He joins us now with a closer look.
Yeah, and if you want to look really closely, we'll probably have a thin coating at least starting to develop before midnight, especially if you're watching us south of Buffalo. It is coming in from south to north. Again, a winter storm warning is in effect until early tomorrow evening for all of our viewing area. It may last a little longer to the northeast, where some lake enhancement will be kicking in during the afternoon. Again, we're looking at forewarned Doppler radar, and despite this expansion in the snow coverage, we have dry air a couple of thousand feet off the deck, so a lot of this briefly is evaporating. It will start to reach the ground shortly. And when you see these darker blues, this is a storm system pulling up warm, moist air on top of our Arctic air, and that yields the highest amounts of moisture out ahead of the area of low pressure, which is still way down to the south. So you're seeing the dark blues, the very heavy rates of snowfall, now getting into parts of southern Ohio, streaking toward northwest Pennsylvania and western New York. Then you get into shallow cold air where the rain freezes on contact, and you've got freezing rain. At least we're missing that, thank goodness, because that is the worst of all the elements. The newest run of our RPM, as for snow reaching the ground, has very little, just barely getting up to Cattaraugus Creek at 11 o'clock. But watch the expansion. By 3 a.m., everybody's getting something. The snow coming down more steadily at that hour over the southern tier and more heavily in Pennsylvania. And a pretty good little pocket up here near Niagara County. We'll have a northeast breeze starting to increase. And by the time you walk out the door, 15 to 22 miles an hour. And this, too, is what you'll be dealing with out the door. The RPM does bring some of that mixed precipitation into southern McKean County, but will be basically all snow. Darker patches of blue indicate heavy snow, still coming down at noon. Then when we move through the afternoon, the snow begins to pull away. There's still some trailing snow wrapped around the storm, now at this point redeveloping off the east coast. And so it's going to last longer in the Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties area, and then die down to a few light snow showers tomorrow night. And it's going to stay cold, but Thursday will be an easier day, and tomorrow afternoon's commute will be somewhat easier than that morning commute. Here are my updated snowfall totals. I have dropped the totals for parts of Niagara County to about 6 or 7 inches, the 9 inches closer to Buffalo, Lancaster, Depew, Alden, then 11 to 13 inches across parts of Genesee and Wyoming counties, 10 to 12 across the southern part of Erie County to Cattaraugus and Allegheny counties, 8 to 10 in Chautauqua County. The one unknown element is how much lake enhancement will there be in the afternoon. That could bring totals like these up into Orleans County as well. Enough to snarl things, but not a blizzard, either in terms of visibility or the snow depth, except it will be deep. But we've had worse. 23 and cloudy, that breeze beginning to pick up now at 10 miles an hour. Current temperatures closely packed together. The cold spot 19 at Olean. The breeze will come up to 15 to 22 by about 6 in the morning. The wind chills are all with no minus signs. We should be okay there, but it is going to be cold. Snow spreading north, heavier in the pre-dawn hours. By dawn, 2 inches near Lake Ontario to 5 inches around Olean and Wellsville, 19 to 22, and some blowing snow by dawn. Heavier snow during the morning with blowing and drifting. Reduced visibility, but not total whiteouts, a difficult commute. Snow lessens later in the day, 24 to 27, and the winds won't be as strong for that afternoon commute. Early snow showers tomorrow evening, diminish later on, colder, 5 to 10. Then we look ahead to Thursday, partly sunny and cold. A nasty wind chill does return in the afternoon, a chance of a few lake effect flurries from a few patches of open water, 16 to 19. And then we're dry and cold Friday and Saturday, and those snowflakes for Sunday and Monday. You remember last night I had some concerns about another system. That now looks to be, at worst, a very small deal.